This is Italian football lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day, 22 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Thanks so much. Let's start with Torino Cagliari game. Torino is 2 points ahead of Cagliari, and Cagliari is close to relegation zone. And Torino couldn't get any victory at home for a long time, my dear friends. They stick draw against Parma 0-0 at home, and they remain draw against Juventus 1-1 at home. And at the same time, Torino stick draw against 1-1 Fiorentina in last away game. Cagliari team got good results as of lately, and they won versus 4-1 Lecce in last match at home. And Cagliari won against 2-1 Monza in away game. They stick draw against 1-1 Milan in last away game. My dear friends, this is gonna be so hard clash, and this game may end up in draw. Draw is possible, please don't forget that. But after a long time, I feel in that way, I want to take a chance to this Torino team for victory at home. Torino 2, Cagliari 1 is my prediction for this game. Como Atalanta, off. Como is going to be at home, and my dear friends, Como is playing better at home. They stick draw against 1-1 Lazio in away game, but they lost against 2-1 Milan in suspended match at home. They won versus 2-0 Lecce and Roma at home. Atalanta couldn't get any victory in the last 4 games of Serie. Atalanta stake draw against 0-0 Udinese in last away game. Before they stake draw against 1-1 Lazio in away game, they lost against 3-2 Napoli in last match at home. They got a defeat after a long time against Napoli, my dear friends. Atalanta is on the 3rd spot, but my dear friends, Atalanta is stronger and better team than Como in every way. This time I want to take a chance to Atalanta for victory. Como 0, Atalanta 2 is my prediction for this game. Napoli, Juventus. Napoli is at the top position. Juventus is on the 5th position. Napoli has superiority against Juventus in the last games played between of these two teams. And my dear friends, Napoli won versus 1-0 Venezia at home. They won against 2-0 Verona at home. Napoli won versus 3-0 Fiorentina in away game. They won against 3-2 Atalanta in last away game. They got back-to-back victories, and Juventus is unbeatable and a single unbeatable and invincible team of Serie. They got no defeat, but they got totally 13 draws. They won versus 2-0 Milan in last match at home. They stayed draw against 1-1 Atalanta in suspended away game. They stayed draw against Torino 1-1 in away game, my dear friends, and it's gonna be so hard clash. I feel in that way, Napoli is seeming little bit closer to victory because Juventus is going to play in Champions League as well against Club Brugge in away game. But I feel in that way, I count on this Juventus team Juventus team is resistant team. Because of that, my prediction is going to be draw, my dear friends. Draw. Napoli 1, Juventus 1. And Empoli Bologna off. Empoli is going to be at home, and Empoli team couldn't get any victory for a long time. They are going down and down. They got 3 consecutive defeats at home. They lost against 2-1 Genoa at home. They lost against 3-1 Lecce in last match at home. They lost against 3-1 Inter in last away game. They got back-to-back defeats. Bologna is so quality team. They got so good results in away games, and at the same time at home. They won versus 3-1 Monza at home. They won against 2-0 Torino in away game. They stick draw against 2-2 Inter in suspended last away game, my dear friends. Bologna is stronger and better team than Empoli, but Empoli isn't so hard relegation battle. Because of that, so hard clash is awaiting us, but just by 1 goal margin. I want to take a chance to Bologna for victory. I don't rely on this Empoli team. Empoli 1, Bologna 2 is my prediction for this game. Milan, Parma, off. Milan is going to be at home. They got 3 successive draws at home. Milan stake draw against 1-1 Cagliari at home. They stake draw against 1-1 Roma at home. And Milan lost against 2-0 Juventus in last away game. Conceição is the new manager of Milan team instead of Paulo Fonseca. Parma is mediocre team, but they are so close to relegation zone. They lost against 1-0 Genoa in away game. They stayed draw against 0-0 Torino in away game. Parma stayed draw against 1-1 Venezia in last match at home. In my opinion, Milan will make the advantage of playing at home. Really, that's enough. This time they will win over against Parma. Milan 3, Parma 1 is my prediction for this game. Udinese, Roma off. Udinese is going to be at home. Udinese is dangerous team. They stayed draw against 2-2 Torino at home. They remained draw against 0-0 Atalanta at home. And my dear friends, Udinese team won versus 2-1 Fiorentina in away game. They stayed draw against Verona 0-0 in away game. Roma is playing way more better at home. They won against 2-0 Lazio at home. They won against 3-1 Genoa in last match at home. But Roma stayed draw against 2-2 Bologna in last away game. They lost against 2-0 Como in away game, my dear friends. And my dear friends, really this is gonna be so hard clash. Roma is seeming little bit closer to victory. Please don't forget that. But Udinese is dangerous team. Because of that, my prediction is draw. Udinese 1, Roma 1. And Lecce Inter off. Lecce is going to be at home. Lecce is in so hard relegation battle. They stayed draw against Genoa 0-0 at home. Before they lost against 2-1. Lazio at home. Lecce lost against 4-1 Cagliari in last away game. Before they won against 3-1 Empoli in away game. Lecce is so inconsistent team. And Inter team is so strong and quality team. They are on the second spot. They are playing for the title. They won against 3-1 Empoli at home. They won versus 3-0 Cagliari in away game. They won against 1-0 Venezia in last away game. Inter is going to play against Sparta Prague in Champions League in away game. But nevertheless, they are way more better team than Lecce. They will win over against Lecce. Lecce 0, Inter 2 is my prediction for this game. Lazio Fiorentina off. Fiorentina is going down and down. They couldn't get any victory in Serie for a long time. They stayed draw against 1-1 Torino at home, and at the same time they lost against 2-1 Udinese at home. They lost against 3-0 Napoli at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 Juventus in away game, this Fiorentina team, but they lost against 2-1 Monza in last away game. Lazio team stayed draw against 1-1 Atalanta and Como at home in the recent 2 games. But Lazio won versus 3-0 Verona in last away game. Lazio is stronger and better team than Fiorentina. It's gonna be so hard clash, but just by 1 goal difference, Lazio will win over against Fiorentina. Lazio 2, Fiorentina 1 is my prediction for this game. Venezia Verona off. Venezia is second to last on the point table. Verona is third to last on the point table. Both of the sides are in so hard relegation struggle. Venezia has 15 points. Verona has 19 points. Verona team won versus 3-2 Bologna and Parma in away games, but they lost against 2-0 Napoli in last away game. Again, Verona lost against 3-0 Lazio in last match at home. Venezia stayed draw against Empoli 1-1 at home. They lost against 1-0 Inter in last match at home, but Venezia is playing better at home. They stayed draw against Parma 1-1 in last away game. My dear friends, maybe Venezia is seeming a little bit closer to victory, but Verona will force them significantly. Because of that, draw is my prediction. Draw. Venezia 1, Verona 1. And Genoa Monza, this is the last match of the week. Genoa is showing us better performances under the management of Patrick Vieira. They won versus 1-0 Parma at home, but before they lost against 2-1 Napoli at home. Genoa is lost against 3-1 Roma in last away game. Monza is at the bottom of the point table. They could get just 2 victories so far this season in Serie. They have 13 points. They won versus 2-1 Fiorentina at home, but they lost against 2-1 Parma in away game. They lost against 3-1 Bologna in last away game. They got bad results in away games and at home at the same time. It's gonna be so hard clash. Maybe draw is possible, but Genoa is stronger and better team than Monza. They will make the advantage of playing at home. They will win over against Monza. Genoa 2, Monza 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this. Match day 22 games of Serie A. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click the like button, it makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!